like Earl Spence. I like Crawford because he got that heart. But he ain't as dog as Earl, I swear he ain't.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backstreet Boxing. Now, you guys heard my boy, man, Jermell Charlo talk about, he gives his take on the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence situation. And he says, you know what, Terrence Crawford, good father, like the kid, but he don't have the heart of a lion. He's not Errol Spence. He's not the truth. And he got Errol Spence in the fight, man. Now, this is a really big fight, man. I mean, I've been watching this unfold for a while now. I mean, Jermell Charlo thinks he'll get stumped by, or he thinks his boy Errol Spence will stump Terrence Crawford, and Sean Porter called out Terrence Crawford, and Keith One Time Thurman called out Terrence Crawford. I mean, everyone in the PBC is calling out Terrence Crawford right now, and he's getting ganged on right now. That's what happens when you're Bob Arum and you're on the outside looking in, basically. He has basically no prospects right now, and he's basically looking at the other side of the room across the street with the gang, you know. Sean Porter, right? Errol Spence, right? Keith One Time Thurman, right? Jermell Charlo. They're all under PBC, man. And you know, there's so many people calling out Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford has to go back and forth. There's so many people. I mean, I'm losing track, man. I'm losing track. Now, I played the soundbite for Jermell Charlo. If you guys want me to show you the Keith One Time Thurman link, he went live a couple days ago on Instagram talking about how if Bob Arum signs that contract, he'll sign it. And you know, there's some things money can't buy in boxing, and money can't buy legitimacy. You know, if you wanna be the best, you gotta fight the best. It's just facts, right? Keith One Time Thurman has already been unified champion at the welterweight division. So the only thing that will really make him big again is getting another title. And people don't like seeing rematches, man. So Keith One Time Thurman already fought Manny Pacquiao. That's out of the question. Errol Spence has his eyes set on Danny Garcia and Terrence Crawford, so that's out of the question. So the only thing Keith Thurman is doing is he's trying to become relevant again by fighting a fight that'd be easy to make. Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is a great fight to make. This guy fights. My boy Keith Thurman fights like one time a year. So if he fights, he's gonna fight an elite level opponent. That's what he does, man. He's only taking big fights. Keith One Time Thurman, you know, it seems like forever, but the guy only has one loss, man. He only has one loss. You know, and I think if he comes back, he's gonna want to fight the best. And I think Terrence Crawford is actually a good fight for him. That's a tough style matchup. I wouldn't know who wins that fight. But nevertheless, man, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how so many people are calling out Terrence Crawford, man. He's looking like a mill to these PBC fighters. You know, it's wild, man, because I feel like it's sort of unfair sometimes because these PBC fighters over here, they're going to war. They're having a civil war at PBC, fighting each other, while Terrence Crawford is sitting on the sidelines watching everything play out. You know what I mean? You're going to have to fight some of these elite level people to be considered king. You can't just be sitting inside fighting only, obscure, Eastern European fighters. You know what I mean? No one knows who those people are. You got to fight fighters who fought each other, right? Say what you want about Sean Porter, but he's fought the best. You know what I mean? He's fought the best. And when there's a draw, his fights are extremely entertaining, right? One my best fight from Sean Porter that I thought he did the best in, was the Errol Spence fight until he got dropped. I thought the Keith Thurman fight was competitive, but I thought the Errol Spence fight, he was exploiting a lot of things in Errol Spence we never seen exploit before, right? He used movement, he threw a lot of combinations, and we just got caught one of those rounds and got dropped. So I think if he didn't get dropped, it could have easily been a draw, easy. Me personally, I thought he was winning that fight just because off of volume. But the fact of the matter is, Sean Porter has never really lost a clear-cut fight. They're always competitive fights. There's never a fight where he gets washed, right? So, there's just a lot of elite-level fighters at PBC that are fighting each other and that, showcase their talent. Because we know they're talented, but can they prove it? Can they prove it? And time again, these top welterweights, they're going to war, man. They're proving it. So, Terrence Crawford, man, he's going to stay mad because there's too many people to respond to, man. You guys respond to Jermell Charlo, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Sean Porter. I mean, who doesn't want Terrence Crawford right now? Who doesn't think he's gonna win this fight? No one thinks he's gonna win this fight because no one at PBC respects him because he's not fighting nobody. It's just facts. And I like Terrence Crawford. Fought some tough opposition at lower weight classes, but at welterweight, his resume is thin as paper. You know what I mean? It's thin as paper. You know what I mean? Everyone else's resume over there, win, lose, or draw, is like an encyclopedia. You know, it's an encyclopedia. It's vast, filled with knowledge. And you know, Terrence Crawford resume is wild because think about this: the guy is considered #1 pound for pound, but no one's saying he's the #1 welterweight. Nobody. That's how deep the welterweight division is. You know what I mean? I never. This is probably the first time in history, I might talk about this in another video, I seen a pound for pound fighter not be considered the best in their own division. I mean, you could even pit Terrence Crawford as #3 because between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, you know what I mean? He'll most likely be underdog against both those fighters. Pacquiao he just beat Keith one-time Thurman. I think he's the hardest puncher at welterweight. I think he hits harder than Errol Spence. As far as single power goes, like single punch power, I think Keith Thurman hits harder than Errol Spence. Errol Spence like breaks you down and stuff like that. But and then yeah, man, and then Pacquiao, he's that power. But yeah, man, I mean, it's wild stuff, man. Terrence Crawford got too many people to respond to. Maybe these fights might get made, man. Maybe he might start fighting some of these PBC fighters, man. We'll see everything unfolds, but I don't know, man. Jermell Charlo and Terrence Crawford going back and forth, and I mean, Terrence Crawford was even at one point trying to call out Jermell Charlo. It's not gonna happen, man. That fight doesn't make any sense right now. There's too many fights at welterweight to happen, and I want to see Terrence Crawford fight the best. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobasket Empire. Peace. Geobasket Empire.